matter how confident you claim to be on a public stage, there's that one YouTube video hidden deep within algorithm that makes you realize you've gotten it all wrong. The pacings are off, the gestures are awkward, and ultimately the words don't land. Mistakes, failures, negatives, call it what you may, all these are shadows that make the light of success shine even more brighter. That we all know. Today, we're going to be shifting our minds as to seeing chaos as what we need to appreciate growth. Chaos becomes the spark that ignites growth and makes us appreciate growth in total. Let me take our minds back to November 2008. A young boy, probably around 8 or 9, growing up in Alikozori, just north Plateau State, Nigeria. He woke up to a dawn that felt so wrong. Unlike every other day, today presented a different feeling. To make matters even more complicated, his parents were nowhere in the house. Curiosity pulled this young boy to the balcony overlooking the main road, and what he saw caught his breath. Men of all ages, hard faces, clutching machetes, and all forms of objects that can inflict injury. His mind was perplexed. Could this be one of those numerous stories his parents had told him playing out in real life today? Just while he was still trying to navigate his numerous thoughts, a gunshot broke the silence. He couldn't hold back. The next thing he could remember was his father's arm on his shoulder, taking him behind the house and dragging him to safety. And that entailed throwing him behind the fence, because that was the safest place at the moment. Ladies and gentlemen, that young boy is me, Lyere, also SHADRACH. Growing up in Jos Plateau State, in a period of religious tension, that was my first real taste of chaos. It left scars, yes, but at the same time, it planted seeds of resilience, adaptability, and it made me realize I had a quiet strength I never knew existed. So today, chaos is going to be beautified before us. As negative as it sounds, chaos becomes something we need to embrace, not just to survive. The Oxford Dictionary defines chaos as a lack of total order and organization. German filmmaker Werner Herzog went further to put it more bluntly. He said, "The common denominator of the universe is not harmony, but murder, hostility, and chaos." Look around you. Everyone seated here has had one form of chaos or the other. It's universal, relentless. It's like an object in the rearview mirror, closer than you expect. As an aspiring entrepreneur, I've learned to see chaos as having a mind of its own. Just when you feel like you've hit rock bottom, it digs a little bit deeper. Stress hormones spike, body is at high alert. But paradoxically, the peace that follows is like taking cold water after a walk on a long, dusty road. Chaos has a way of shaping us. The last speaker said that we shouldn't be too open to trauma. But I'm here to tell you, trauma can beautify you as a person. You see, some of the greatest men in history became great only because of chaos. Nelson Mandela, his life totally was chaotic, from apartheid, injustice, but he forged a system that we all enjoy today. Mahatma Gandhi in India went through colonial oppressions, but was able to find a way for non-violent resolution. Even Steve Jobs, the CEO of Apple, was kicked out of his company, but he used that as an upheaval to come back stronger. So how do we harness chaos? You see, from my little experience, I would say we can use 3 means to harness chaos. Number 1, we need to embrace our emotions. Accept your emotions. During chaotic situations, it seems like the world is crumbling on us. It seems like it's never going to end. Our emotions keep on pouring out. But I'm here to tell you, one of the first major steps to overcoming chaos is embracing your emotions. Secondly, pick a lesson from chaos. You see, it's quite very difficult to tell someone going through pain or any form of chaos to sit down and pick a positive because it's so traumatic. It's so traumatic. But you need to learn to take a step back and see what you can take as a positive from every chaotic situation. And the third is, during every chaotic moment, find something that pulls you back from the edge, like a hobby. Now, generally, how we choose to react to chaos largely becomes a lifestyle because chaos is universal. It's timeless. It keeps on coming. Just when you least expect, there's something new. So whatever hobby, whatever lifestyle you choose to address chaos as a whole becomes what you do every day. You see, if you sit with people and then you realize that human beings can be bitter at times, it's quite more painful. That's one form of chaos that has driven religious tension in Plateau State as a whole. And that's one form of trauma that has befallen Rukuba as a community. You see, but if we learn to see chaos from a positive view, a lot of things will make sense. So today, my charge to everyone is, if the greatest men in history could turn chaos into beneficial situations, what about you? We should learn to see chaos as a catalyst, as a precursor, something that leads to a potential end that is beneficial to us. Pablo Picasso created his artwork based on chaos. He used chaos as a way of beautifying humanity. Most of the artworks he produced were when his minds were clouded. But today, we all celebrate him as one of the greatest artists that ever lived. So, before I round up, just as we need pain in order to develop muscles, so we need chaos as a means of transformation. Chaos is indeed a means to an end. So today, my charge to everyone is, whenever chaos knocks on your door, embrace it. Embrace it. And when you feel overwhelmed, maybe take a walk, catch a hobby, or do something that pulls you back from the edge. Thank you. My name is SHADRACH OSE IYERE.